AITA for telling my mom that she ruined her own life? I am a 19 boy who left home the day my mom kicked me out. I had a difficult childhood and adolescence. My mother became a mother at 15, she has addictions, and we have almost no contact with our family. My father left when I was little, and we never had a stable home. We often ended up living in the homes of the men my mother dated. She couldn't hold down a job, and the house was always in poor condition and dirty. She never cared whether my younger sister or I went to school. In the end, I was the one who took care of everything, my sister, who is now 16, the house, getting food, and myself. Even so, my mother made sure to remind us constantly how much trouble we caused in her life and in the lives of others. Paradoxically, the best thing that ever happened to me was being kicked out of the house. I had to study and work at the same time, and I still do, but I finally found some peace and stability. So you can imagine my surprise when, a few days ago, I got a call from my sister in the evening. She was crying inconsolably and asking me to come home as quickly as possible. My roommate drove me there in his car, and when we arrived, the scene was horrific. There were broken plates on the floor, trash everywhere. The place smelled of confinement and filth. The cat was drinking water from the toilet, and my sister was sitting on the stairs crying. Then I heard shouting upstairs. To sum it up, my stepfather had kicked my sister out of the house, and he ended up kicking my mother out too, which only increased her anger towards my sister. As soon Mom saw me, she became even more enraged. She said we were so selfish that we wouldn't even let her be happy with the man she loved for our behavioral problems. That was enough for me. I told my mom that everything that happened was her fault, not ours. My mom yelled at me that I was just trying to justify myself, that I always did the same thing, blame her for everything. She said that my sister and I were the ones truly responsible for how her life had ended, that we had pushed her into all of that we never appreciated her efforts. I insisted that wasn't true, that it had always been her responsibility. And suddenly she said something that made me feel terrible, that she had done the best she could. And then I felt guilty, because maybe in her mind, she did believe she was doing the best she could. Maybe she really didn't know how to do it differently. Later, when things calmed down a bit, my sister told me the reason for the whole fight. Apparently, it had all started because she had defended me. My stepfather had said that I was an idiot and a slacker who he would never give money to, and my sister confronted him. That's what started it all. And that made me feel worse. No matter how hard I try to get away from it all, from that house, from that kind of life, I end up being the reason why everything goes up in flames again. So AITA, comment by Greek American Dom. NTA, none of this is your or your sister's fault. You need to get as far away as you can from your mother and stepfather. For you, they are poison. If you can, help your sister do the same. It may be a good idea to contact CPS on her behalf. Comment by DonNotPerceive 123. Your NTA, I will try to be as gentle about your mother as I can. Yes, it is very much a possibility that your mother really did try her best in her eyes. Yes, it may be dry that she didn't have much support from the many men she dated. They sound like real pieces of work. But she is still not taking responsibility for her actions. It is the mature thing to do to recognize how her actions affected you and your sister. You did everything in your power to keep things moving and to keep things together. Keeping it all in until now, or some variation of that, will cause resentment, which I'm glad you're not fully there. You're still empathetic of your mother even after everything. You're NTA for lashing out on her. Your sister is also NTA. You're both still children. To me anyways, I'm in my 30s, and she needed a wake-up call. Please, you and your sister be safe and take care of yourselves. Comment by Rahini_rambles. Someone can try their hardest AMD that can still not be good enough. Maybe she did the best she knew. Dunes G mean that she wasn't awful and negligent and abusive to you and your sister. You can be free of this. You're doing well already in your own. Your sister sounds like she will be okay when she's able to leave at 18 as well. Your mom can seek out therapy or parenting classes, or talk to older, wiser adults at different centers, at work, at religious groups, etc. She could do better over the years. She could have made different choices. Not your fault. None of this is ever your fault. You fell bad for her because you're a good person, but you don't owe her anything now. Keep your head down, work in your own life, and help your sis.